everyone, my name is Jordan, also known as X-3. Today I'm going to show you guys how to create this wired art. It came inspired, basically I have kind of like a rhythmic sound in my head, and so I decided to create a component to go with this drum beat that I made. Other than that, I'm going to show you guys how to create this awesome synth. Check it out. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do in order to generate that wave that you saw in the beginning is I'm going to drop an operator. I'm going to go to my oscillator and the operator, and basically I'm going to go to my 16ths first, and I'm going to recreate this triangle pattern, but I'm going to have it basically be over 64 instead of 16. So let's get to it. So this one is at half, and it drops down a little bit more. Make sure you want to skip a bar in between so that way we get a different harmonic. So do the same thing, skip at the top, halfway, quarter, and then half that. Go to 32 and repeat the same process. You want to get at least 4 different types of patterns in here, about the same length. So go up to the top, half of that, and half of that. Okay, so I'm going to set this at 1/4, or actually 1/2, so that way we can get a different waveform. I'm going to right click on this special space right here, and it says export AMS. I'm not sure what AMS stands for, but I'm gonna call this imitation triangle. Okay, now this is an exported waveform from this waveform we've created. So I'm going to delete operator, and I'm going to drag in my imitation triangle. I'm going to turn it on filter. And that's that exact same sound we created in operator. This is a great handy tool to get your sounds instantly without having to resample them into an audio waveform. It automatically does it when you export it as an AMS. Pretty cool. So I'm going to turn up my spread to full. I'm going to bring my filter frequency down to about 471. I'm going to take my sustain somewhere around -20. And my decay, I'm going to try and make this a pluck. Release needs to be up a little bit more. I'm going to go over to my filter now and turn it on. This filter controls this filter frequency and how it either starts and how long it lasts. But I want this envelope to be at 72 so that way this filter is active. I'm going to turn up my attack to somewhere around, I don't know, maybe 200 or 27, somewhere around there. So it starts kind of like a whistle. I'm going to bring my decay back a bit. My sustain, I'm going to set this at 50. And my release, I'm going to set this quite long. So I'm going to set this probably around 5 seconds or so. That's pretty cool, but it's not hitting as hard. So I'm going to turn my LFO amount to my filter to 24. I'm going to turn on my LFO, my low frequency oscillator, turn it on sync, and set the type to a rising down saw. In order to increase the sound, I'm going to throw on a compressor. Now if we want this to echo, I'm going to throw on a filter delay. I'm just going to bring my left over to the left side, my right over to the right, and my middle in the middle and quite wide. We're almost done. The last thing we need to do for our synth is transpose it up 6 not decimals, but 6 semitones. and you guys have successfully created that imitation triangle, that nice wire type art. And I'll check you guys out tomorrow for a wonderful Wednesday. And yeah, have a good one, and I'll see you soon. Peace. Hello everyone, my name is Jordan, also known as X-3, and I want to say thank you guys so much for following me on Tasteful Tuesday, and I will check you guys out tomorrow on Wonderful Wednesday. Have a good one, and I hope you guys have happy trails. Peace.